I have figured it out. I have finally figured out where Mojang got the inspiration behind the trial chambers. Now, at first, I thought it was just a coincidence. Well, I've spent hours exploring the trial chambers and have come to the conclusion that the trial chambers and the features inside are heavily inspired by Minecraft dungeons. Now, this isn't a bad thing. In fact, it's incredibly exciting. Throughout today's video, I am going to share with you 5 features that have been taken that are a carbon copy from Minecraft dungeons. This all started a couple of weeks ago when Mojang introduced the ability to interact with the clay pots. You can put items inside of them. Now, during the Minecraft 1.21 reveal, I noticed the clay pots, and my first instinct is that items will be inside. Now, in Minecraft dungeons, there is also clay pots. In fact, they're decorated. I am going to show you in today's video. But if you break these, items can be found. Now, on occasions, you might find yourself some emeralds. Emeralds are used as one of the main currencies inside of Minecraft dungeons. And they've taken this from that game and introduced it into this game. But of course, you can obtain more items than just emeralds. There will be a bunch of you watching this video right now that probably thought the exact same thing. Pretty cool that they've introduced one feature from Minecraft dungeons into the core game. Now, like I said, I thought it was just a coincidence. It was just going to be one feature, but there are in fact 5 of them from this game. Now, again, this is more of a decorated clay pot, kind of what we already have in Minecraft right now. I think it's a pretty cool addition. If we go ahead and break this, we get emeralds, which is what I showed you before. Check those pot textures. They're not all the same. They are different decorations. One of the more noticeable features taken from Minecraft dungeons is these skeletons right here. Exclusive in 1.21 is that skeletons can now spawn with a chance of holding tipped arrows. These things are incredibly deadly. Now, if we are taking the inspiration from Minecraft dungeons, there is actually a high possibility that this skeleton might see a retexture. But yeah, like I said, these things can be incredibly deadly. Where did Mojang get the inspiration behind this? Because this is just a random thing that they introduced. Nobody really asked for this, but it does make sense. This is known as a mossy skeleton, and it's textured with moss. It's green. Here is a closer look at the texture itself, and according to the wiki page, they have poison-tipped arrows, which can be inflicted to the player. And I can show you this as a prime example. I had the snowball effect on, but once this guy is no longer stunned, he goes over here. He, come on, shoots me with one of his arrows. I then become poisoned, and my hearts start to go down. I think this could be a great introduction. So I better change my armor back because I don't want to die. But they look really cool. And that is why I think Mojang should go ahead and retexture these. Because they do look a little bit funny when they're holding those tipped arrows. But overall, that is definitely where they've taken the inspiration from. If you are lucky enough to defeat one of these spawners, a trial key will pop out. Now, it currently doesn't have its functionality, and I don't actually think it's going to work the same way as it does in dungeons. But what other Minecraft game has keys? That's right, Minecraft Dungeons does. But what's it used for in that game? Let me show you. So when you get to this point on some of the missions, it says you now got to find yourself a golden key. As we manage to make our way through the rooms, you'll notice that we do have a key. Now, I think that using a key for a door like you do in Minecraft Dungeons is too cliche. I actually think this key is going to be used for something completely different. As of what we do not know right now, I would love for these skeletons to also be introduced. I also noticed that when the key, or if you get attacked by a mob, the key drops. I wonder if that's going to work somewhat very similar in Minecraft, the trial chambers. The next inspiration we have that they've taken from Minecraft Dungeons is the spawner itself. Now, you will notice that this spawner has a face on it. In fact, the face is the exact same as the trial key. Now, I don't think this key is going to be linked to anything inside of the trial chambers. I think it could be Deep Dark related. I think we're going to be very, very surprised. But I want to show you the spawners because once again, they've taken the inspiration from Minecraft Dungeons to create these spawners. We're going to use this room as an example, and you'll notice as soon as you do come in contact with these spawners, you'll notice particles pop out straight away. And the sides of these become lit. Where have I seen that before? That's right, Minecraft Dungeons. This right here is the perfect example. Now, if I just zoom in a little bit on that spawner, does the face look very similar to the trial key and the trial spawner? I think so. Now, these guys, just like in Minecraft, the trial chambers, they just keep spawning, catering to how many players are around here. Until I go ahead and destroy the spawner, which I did just there, these guys would just keep on spawning. Again, there's no way we can have 4 coincidences. They've definitely taken the inspiration from this game, but we just got to figure out the clues. But you will find these spawners throughout Minecraft Dungeons. I am going to go ahead. Hey, look at that. We have another clay pot right there. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can locate another one. But here is an image. Hopefully it's on screen right now of what a spawner looks like in Minecraft Dungeons. It looks way too similar to Minecraft, the trial chamber versions. Here we go. Another example. We have 2 of the spawners right here. The mobs, they just keep spawning. The particles that we have in the trial chambers, they are somewhat very similar, right? They are very similar to what we have in this. I just don't believe it's a coincidence. I strongly believe this is where they've taken the inspiration from, because these guys just keep spawning. It doesn't matter light level like it does in a regular dungeon. Also available in Minecraft Dungeons isn't just the poison-tipped arrow skeletons, but also a zombie variation as well. Now, as you guys know, Minecraft, the trial chambers, they're not currently complete, right? Like, there's still a long way to go. So, there's still potential of seeing a couple more mobs introduced. And the number one biggest giveaway for me as to where they've taken inspiration from Minecraft Dungeons is the newly introduced Breeze mob. I knew I had seen something very similar to this before. Now, it's not called the Breeze. It is, in fact, called a Wind Caller. It does look very similar to other types of illagers. This is pretty cool, though, the way you have to turn these off. So, these guys do already exist in Minecraft Dungeons, and they do work somewhat very similar. Here is the Wind Caller in Minecraft Dungeons. It doesn't look anything like the Breeze. It looks more like an illager, but I want to show you what this thing can actually do. So let's get this away. As you guys can see, we just go over here. There is the wind attack. It hits you in the air, which is basically the exact same as to what it does in Minecraft Trial Chambers. You can see here, we're getting bombarded by it. Honestly, I do like the Breeze texture. It would have been interesting to see it like this, but I think Mojang would have got some very bad backlash and just said, oh, another type of villager. You love the illagers, don't you? Pillagers, villagers, illagers. You get the idea here. But they do look pretty cool. And that's 5 instances, 5 so-called coincidences that we have noticed from the trial chambers available in Minecraft Dungeons. And here is a closer look at the mob itself, in case you guys haven't seen the texture. Obviously, it's a lot harder for me to show you when it's getting beaten up by my snowball attack. But what I'm trying to say here is I would keep an eye on Minecraft Dungeons, because it looks like it is heavily inspiring to trial chambers. They are a new type of dungeon. Maybe you guys feel the same after today's video. Maybe you think I'm crazy. That's okay. Just take this video with a pinch of salt. Keep a close eye on Minecraft Dungeons. Remember, the update is not finished, so more content will be releasing. Oh, Iceologer, how I would have loved to see you introduced.